Well, that's interesting. Here's our girl's tail sticking out, so she's sitting on the eggs there and just maintaining them so they don't get any colder than 40 degrees. I'll see if I can zoom in a little more. That's Max, but that's her tail feather sticking up there. Alright. There's our little male sitting here. He's smart. He's staying under the big fir tree, or the cedar tree, staying dry. So anyway, female's on the nest, keeping the eggs from getting wet and cold. And he's got one foot up and feeling really good. We got filtered light, so it's looking good today. There he goes. He's off on the hunt. There comes one of the Cooper Hawks back to the nest. Alright, just landed with a stick. That's the male. He brought her some food. She got off and ate it, and he just went and broke off a twig and went into the nest. There he is working away. Getting this new nest all squared away, and it looks like a good spot. She was on there earlier. We could see her tail sticking out. So she stayed on there till he called her off for the food. Then she went and ate, and then now he's come back over to her and broke off a twig and is in the nest here putting in a couple of sticks. Getting that nest all rearranged for this year. Oh yeah, he's having a good time in there. So working away. And I guess she's going to clean up her beak after her meal, and then she'll get back on the eggs. She just got to maintain them between 40 and 60 degrees so that they get too cold they never will hatch. And they don't have their full clutch yet, so they're just getting the clutch ready, and he's putting in a few more sticks in there. But in just a few minutes she should be getting back on them eggs, because it's a little cool, and if it was above 40 degrees, well, she wouldn't have to worry about it, but it's a little bit chilly, and we've got a couple little sprinkles of rain. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on him. He's still working away in there. Well, how cool is that? He's just a busy guy there. Looks like he might be settling down a little bit. Yeah, he's putting in a few sticks and taking care of whatever amount of eggs they got. He's being real careful with those. Alright. Well, he's definitely doing his job. Here she is coming back to the nest. That's her calling. He had called her off earlier for food. She left the nest. Now she's in the tree. She's finished eating, so we're set up here to see if we can see her fly back into the nest. And he obviously went off on another hunt, so anyway, she's obviously done eating now and probably cleaning her beak. She should be flying in any minute. Well, she just came back to the nest, gave us a call. The male was in there putting in a stick after he gave her some feed, but you can see her sitting there. There she is. She was laying down earlier with her tail sticking out, and like I say, he called her off for some food. She flew over and had a meal, and then he got a stick and worked on the nest a little bit, and now she's back over here. She came back to the nest, so we'll keep an eye on her. And he's taking off to go do some more hunting, I think. I'll see if I can come in a little more here. There we go. You can see her head in there. Alright. Well, the weather's starting to warm up, and it doesn't look like it's going to rain too much. They were concerned about the little sprinkle we were having. I'll back off a little bit. There we are. A lot of birds singing now. They know it's spring and they're enjoying it. And she's enjoying sitting there. Well, here's our girl. She got back on the nest. We waited for a while, had her tail feathers sticking out, and the male flew in the area and did his bick feeding call, and she went over and got the food. He broke off a stick, got in the nest for a little bit, and took care of the eggs, arranged the stick, and then he flew away, and she flew back in here to take care of the eggs. And there she is. We got filtered light, and we're shooting from the angle here on the trail. It looks like it's coming in pretty good. I'll see if I can zoom in a little more. That's Max. And you can see the detail on her pretty good there. Oh yeah, you got a lot of birds singing here. She's just kind of looking around. She's happy to be back on the nest, and we're happy to have her on there. I'll back off just a little bit here, slowly. There we go. Now you can see her there in the nest. You can hear that little bird making his song too. It's kind of nice. There you can see her eye, the highlight in her eye when she looked over here. Alright. Well, I think we'll check her out and see if we can figure out where the male went. He did his job. He brought the food and gave the call, gave it to her, and worked on the nest, and he's off again.